2. All right. And
Eagles, fly. Boy, you know how we do this. Smitty up the bill, Booby on the wheel. Jalen and AJ think how we put a steel fight. Eagles, fight. Oh, you know we gon' do that. BG, big player, Bonte, Bradbury, pick 6 in the bag. Boy, sweaty on the line, flash that with him. Boy, the Kobe gon' get him, constant hit him. Boy, and my dog big as my lot of switching names up. Should be Philly, got it sold up, bro. Why balls? Boy.
what's good, everybody? Welcome to the Soup Boys podcast. To my people, y'all may notice we're missing a couple people. Go ahead and knock the elephant out the room. Get the elephant, address the elephant in the room. Rico's handling some business with his HAP submissions, and then of course you got King. He's handling some business, some work. So of course, us 3 stepping in, and know what? I think if this is it, then I guess I'm Nick Foles. P, you Jay Giant, and then Will.
I'll be volatile. Fuck it.
Light skin
outshine, man.
Yeah, I'll be
time to bring this champion in. How y'all boys doing, man? How was y'all weekend?
I'm surprised I got my voice still.
Whoa. Yeah. My neighbors think I'm crazy. I'll tell you that right now. Like, what is he yelling about over there?
Oh, he's watching.
Boom!
Right. Yeah, a whole lot.
Yeah.
So y'all stayed home? Did y'all go out to like y'all bar out there? Because y'all both were in Vegas, correct?
I went to the bar. I was trying to see if Will was gonna pull up, but I was at the bar.
I stayed up late doing housework and stuff, man. I'm trying to get the house together before the holidays, but
yeah, you're trying to renovate.
But hey, it was Eagles and Cowboys, man. I think you would have been all right for taking a break from doing being an adult.
I mean, at how the bar was packed out, you might not even have fit. Like it's so funny at the bar, like all the fair weather.
Yeah, coming out now, right?
So coming out right now. That time I pulled
up in there now, right?
I'm like, I don't see like not 80% of y'all weeks 1 through 5.
Never.
Or probably the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Everybody showed up, everybody brought the energy, and shit, got it done.
I was happy, right?
Right.
Yeah, man. The little Houston that's out here was definitely packed, man. Me and my wife coworker, we were planning to get out there. We were like, "Hey, man, what time to get there?" We were like, "Let's do 5:30." We get there at 5:30. It's packed.
Yeah, right.
We were like, "Damn!" I didn't know there's that many Eagle fans out here in Houston. So we were like, "Noted. We will get here 2 hours prior to the game time to make sure we get a decent seat." But who we got in the comments? Like, we got Uncle Willie out here.
Water. What's happening?
What up, Uncle Willie?
Chilling.
Who we got? What is it? Yego 53? Yego? Hey, my fault. I'm chopping this up, bro.
West Coast Birds in the house.
West Coast Birds.
Yes, sir.
Nothing better than hitting the bye week 6-0. And hey, we're gonna hit that too, because talking about perfect timing, man. Hitting the bye week going 6-0. Ooh, that might start Red Lemonade.
Ready freeze.
He said he got to celebrate.
Right. So hey, fellas, let's just go ahead and dive into this first topic. What are y'all thoughts from the win over the Dallas Cowboys? Will, hit me up first, man.
Well, it's what I told y'all what it's going to be. By the first quarter, by the first half, it was going to be over, right? I knew that was going to happen. Second quarter, we taking the run game to their ass. And, the turnovers, Cooper Rush turned back into, his little pumpkin broke and whatnot. So he turned back into his wheels came off his carriage. Yeah, he came back into a real backup. What he was, but I will give Cooper credit. He was playing within his means, But the Eagles are just too much, and they really they impressed me with what they did with Michael Parsons. And I don't know if Cowboys fans really know this, but if a team has the personnel, they got the recipe to beat you. So We saw Diggs and we saw D-Law ain't shit. Okay. They focusing everything on Micah. That means they don't even care about you.
Sent him flat on his ass. Bro.
Right. They're like, yeah, we're gonna run the ball over top of that guy or whatever, you know. So the whole they impressed me, but I was trying to tell folks the media always gonna try to hype the Cowboys up more than what they ought to be. Look at the records, look at the teams, look at the strength. You know, we just faced a top 5 defense. So the Cowboys supposed to be the best. They're not the best. The Cardinals are better than them on defense. I'll tell you that right now. So I mean the Cowboys are decent. They're not bad. They're not a bad team at all. But when Dak comes back, just see if they keep playing that style of management football. I don't see it. So,
Potion, man, what were your thoughts from the win from Sunday?
Yeah, I think it came down to coaching. Like they just got out coached, outclassed. Like, and it's so funny because we're a second quarter team now. We've been a second half team for like the longest time. Now it's funny like we're a first half team. So it's kind of funny just to try and get used to that. But it comes down to coaching and adjustments, and like what Sirianni always preaches, like who's going to be tougher the longest. So we can have, you know, a third quarter slip or, you know, those times where we get monotonous and Shane Steichen start going for his head coaching job or something like that, starts doing away from what works. He's just trying to show off at that point. But like, bro, just run the ball. It's cool. Like we know what works, and no one's going to hate you for just continuing to run the ball. But how they schemed out Michael Parsons, he wasn't a factor till Lane got hurt at all. I think they only got like maybe 1 sack, and that was second half, something like that. But like we look calm. That last drive just to secure the game is a whole culmination of what the season's been about. Like no matter what happens, we can blow the door open, and when we need to hold the ball, TOP, bro, we know what to do. We know what to do.
7-8 minutes left, you might not get the ball back. It might be a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm super confident now if we need to make a drive to either hold it. Luckily, we haven't, you know, needed to come back late. Like we was down, you know, 14 earlier in the season. Mark Burr was good. Todd was good. But I love what now I know we could do if it's fourth quarter, it's crunch time. Bro, we have the power to make something happen for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like y'all were saying, they are scheming. It goes back to coaching, and I think the Eagles kind of gave the league now the cheat code on how to beat Dallas. Who in their right mind would decide to, how about we just not block Micah Parsons and run at him
and let him
keep the whole defense, keep the whole offensive play off of him? What he does,
exactly. And that benefits as far as how Nick and Shane runs that offense with the RPO, because it is a reactive style running scheme. You're if it comes to the running the ball, you're literally reading off of the DN. If the DN sucks, QB keeps it. But if the DN follows the QB at the mesh point, he gives it to the running back and let Booby get busy. And we saw that. Miles Sanders with the spin move, and if he this season feel like he has a different vibe to him. I'm not sure if it's because he's going to be a free agent at the end of the year, or it's just he's finally clicking and found his role within his offense.
I think he put the chip on his shoulder, because even like in the preseason, like when he was just, I think it was something from a reporter, something like that, but he like started like his very first press conference, like, man, I got something to prove, and everybody's doubting me, and I guess Reuben Frank was like, bro, like nobody's talking about you, but he came in like, but it's funny, everything's lining up. I don't think he's in a rush to prove himself or anything like that. He's showing patience, like he's following the block. Whenever somebody's pulling, he's not just hitting the hole. He's picking the right hole. And Jalen's picking the right time to hand it off. And I don't think I've seen a time where it's just been super consistent as this. Like Miles knows where to go. Very rarely does he pick the wrong hole or, you know, just not follow his blocks or something like that. So he's in his prime right now, which is hilarious because this is what, his 4th, 5th year, something like that.
Yeah, this is his 4th year, right? 4th?
His 4th, yeah. And then No, go well.
No, I was going to say, and then he's just in his second year of offense with Sirianni too. You know, Doug wasn't a run first guy. He would run the ball. Carson would check out of it. They blame Doug for not running the ball. But you know, at the same time, Doug wasn't. He's on the Andy Reid school. He wasn't really a run first guy anyway. So now he's getting the carries. He's like, okay, you're going to get 20 touches, right? So what you do with it, Miles, just take your time and run behind the big guy. So, and he's doing that, and then putting his foot in the ground when he needs to. I like to see him hit the outside more decisively when it's time, because he kind of plays around looking for the cutback sometimes. When he had the outside for 5-7 yards, you know, so but he'll figure that out. You know what I mean? So it's all good.
And it goes back to the coaching, man. They are not force feeding the play calling to certain players, like force feeding the ball to AJ or hey, let's go ahead and run the ball 50 times until Miles picks up. Or no, they're basically taking the favorable matchup and then going from there, but as well putting players in positions they can win. The play where they have AJ line up in that backfield behind the tight ends in a flex, that Pascal, and the fact that they swapped it and run the exact same play that teams already have on film, like you're putting your players at a position where it's now, like you say, you're running towards Lawrence. Do I check down to the wide receiver and cover him and let Jalen get some yards, or do I come put a hand in Jalen's face and let him dump it? It's a lose-lose situation for the defense, and I like what they're doing.
Stopped. He was like, "What the hell? This is too good of a play. You're not supposed to stop as a DN." So he just stopped. Like, oh man, they got me because they got him. You know what I mean? He couldn't do nothing at that point. There's nothing. There was no option for him. So it's like, wow. But he should have kept coming to Jalen. Is what he should have done. But you know, it's too late. Once he took that step inside, it's a done deal. Because 11's already going outside. So he's like, oh man. So you know.
And I think they have them. They noticed that early. Like I think Shane or Coach, whoever made that call, was like, "Yo, they RPO'd like a lot."
Yeah, he's crashing down. He's even Chris Collinsworth called out. If he keeps crashing down, they're gonna have a play for his ass. You know.
Yeah, we're gonna see how much tape on the first Miles run. They motion Quez. He moves two people like just off the screen. And Miles runs it. On the AJ Brown one, he was in motion. He left his man all the way back here. He's trying to go through three linebackers just to keep up. And then on the Smitty one, it's damn near the same play, but now they're biting the first motion.
Yeah, they set him up for that one. Yeah, they set him up. The whole team went over there with AJ. It was like, man, man. He could have threw it underhanded.
It's clicking. Coles is in the building.
I saw. Oh,
he showed up. What up, man?
Hey, Cole. While we're doing a recap of the game, do you want to hop on the stream and give your thoughts?
Yeah, we need
Cole is a realistic Cowboys fan.
Yeah, he is. Man.
For all the fans listening or watching us. He's not one of them delusional fans where he was like, "Oh, Cooper Rush is going to beat y'all," then we win, and it wasn't Dak. It wasn't. Cole straight up told us his thoughts about the Eagles game, and I think he did predict Philly to take this one. Cole, if you got time, man, let me know. I'll send you the link to hop on the stream, man. But hey, for the next one, like I said, now that we got the win, the Birds go 6-0. We're on a bye week. All right. This is that time where I'm assuming Nick kind of let them, take the week off, adjust, just decompress and relax.
Yeah.
I got you, Cole. Decompress and relax. But fellas, man, as we go into this bye week, what are places you would like to see the team improve? Because if you did, and we all watched the game Sunday, there were a couple of issues that popped up that could be scary down the road, especially in a playoffs game.
Special teams. Our teams on special teams is not special. They're not even normal right now. Like Turpin's nice, but we do give, we kind of shoot ourselves in the foot with the lanes we create. And if they can average 10, if you can average a first down on a return, that's really good. I think we stepped back. Like Turpin got 2 off of us, but
Turpin's good though.
We need a returner, or we need someone who can return. Like now, okay, Jalen's Reagor is gone. Like, okay, I'm done applauding Britton Covey for catching the ball. Like, we need to get a first down. 10,
yeah,
15.
we need a guy that can make this a little bit scary, right? Like, okay, we were kicking the ball. That's why I was hoping we picked up Deshaun, but it's all good.
We're just gonna need some short fields when it matters. Like, we're not. Every drive isn't gonna be, especially when we get those ugly games. If we go to the playoffs, like there's gonna be some sort of stagnant moment where we need a spark from something, and usually it comes from special teams when nobody else is hitting right there. But we need somebody back there.
And they've been good in the coverage until last week. But my man is good though. He broke the whole team's ankles that one play. I was like, oh,
Turpin. But that's why Dallas signed him. He's the only man in the USFL to take not 1, but 2 to the crib. And then what did he do in the preseason? He took both. Was it 2 kick returns, or was it a kick return and a punt return?
Yeah,
so he's earning his paycheck. He's working.
He's good. He's good. I give him that. He's good. Like he did something that I was like, well, we got good coverage, so it shouldn't be a problem.
So it sounds like both of y'all on the same page as far as special teams.
Give me a return.
Give me a return, man.
I wouldn't even have if we would have picked up like Jackson, but just as a returner. But I know he don't want to come back and just return.
I think he can still say the top of the defense too, but he wasn't getting no run.
Right.
Yeah. Plus he gets hurt
so,
every time. He played one game.
I'm gonna go opposite of y'all. I'm gonna go. We need more depth at the safety position. When Deuce went down. Yeah. Wallace got exposed a little bit, and that made me question, like, damn, what do we do there? Because all right,
my man put a move on him. He put a move on him. I gotta give him that. He was like
Zeke put a move, but as that safety, you're playing that gap. So as soon as you saw Zeke step into it, you should have already been filling that hole.
Yeah, he was already there, and I mean, even Avonte over pursued that too. Like he was playing the block instead of like where Zeke is. I'm like, bro, just go where the ball's at. Stop running that way.
The team doesn't hang tackles to the ball, though. That's one thing they got to get that down pack. They kind of waiting for another man to make the play. Like,
we can tick for tack on that one, because you can also say if Jordan Davis was on the field, that wouldn't even happen.
Right, exactly.
No. He would gobble that up.
But I wouldn't mind another safety. I mean, I'm sure Jesse Bates is still out there. Thinking.
You trying to pay that money?
That's right. Rodney on the team?
You trying to pay that money for Bates?
That is a lot. And we did get CD, but I'll take a third safety at somewhere. I mean, something's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna go down, especially with how CD plays. Like he's all over the field.
Yeah, he'll be all over the place, man.
Peanut, Tillman punching shit. Like he's gonna have a hand injury like that. I honestly thought he broke his wrist. Like I thought I seen like his bone coming out or something like that. So
I think he jammed it because he was trying to yank that ball out.
When he was
trying to yank that ball,
he was trying to rip that thing. But it looks like we got a special guest that took some time out of their schedule. Very, very special guest as far as part of the Swoop Squad. This is probably one of the most respected Cowboy fans because he's not delusional. He's a realist. He understands the game and personnel. Everybody welcome Cole's Cowboys to the screen.
Hey, guys, man. How y'all doing?
Doing all right, man. Doing all right.
Hey, I love the intro, man. Love the intro. hey, congratulations to y'all win, man. It was a good game in the second half. I have to say, y'all blew us out in the first, man. It was expected. I knew going into this game, our offense was a big question mark, man. And the hype on Cooper Rush, I have to say thank you, because that ends the whole quarterback controversy that was going on. So hey, I'm glad that hushed up real quick. Let me tell you, I can't stand half our fan base, man, because they so stupid.
Yeah.
When it comes to, you know, a lot of them. I mean, hey, I'm a Dak Prescott fan. I don't know what Dak did to these folks, wives, girls, or something. They just can't stand them, man. They don't like them, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. But man, I know the talk, man. You know, we salty. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little salty about the loss. But one thing that I came into the game knowing is if we turn this ball over, we cannot afford a mistake. And that's what we did, man. Once we turned the ball over, we gave y'all short field. It was a wrap, man. So, more power to you. But I think the next game, depending on how y'all are, if y'all just winning games like crazy and not if y'all or like what 13-0 and all that stuff, y'all might start some players, but I mean, you know, bench a few players around that time just to get yourselves right. Who knows? We don't know, but hey, it was a good game, man. It was a good game until the end.
Hey, how was your Monday after the game? Because I know you got a couple of Eagle coworkers, and they were probably waiting for you in the parking lot as soon as
I live in Atlanta, bro. Ain't no Falcon fans out here, man. I'm safe, but I was trolled. You know, half my followers.
Come back, somebody the 49ers, right? They was happy down there. It was happy down there. Yep.
Oh, yeah, everybody was happy. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't studying me. You know what I'm saying? They beat the 49ers. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? So we were good. You know what I'm saying? But I was getting trolled, of course, you know, half my subscribers Eagle fans anyway. You know what I'm saying? You know, I get trolled on Twitter. You know, when I be on Twitter, I throw a couple of, you know, I'll be trying to get people reactions and stuff. It'd be fun. It help the day go by. You know what I'm saying? I'll troll LB a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, coming from the loss, I really wasn't that upset, you know, because I was like, hey, it sucks to lose because, you know, we was right on y'all. You know, now we 2 games behind. But, man, we were playing with house money. We really were. I mean, I did not expect us to go 4-1. After week 1, I threw in the towel. You know what I'm saying? So, we got that back. So, you know, we got the Lions. I ain't going to sleep on them too much because they got a pretty good offense. I think Swift going to come back. He was questionable today. So, you know, our weakness is stopping that run. So, we got to see how that goes. And the Bears are just trash. So, I know we're going to win. We better win that game. You know, we got our bye week. So, we got to see, man.
I got a question for you, though.
What's up, man?
When Dak's in the game, y'all offensive coordinator, he gets pass happy, man. Or is Dak checking out of these runs and trying to throw the ball too much? What's going on? Because, you know, he's doing all the Peyton Manning stuff and all that crap in the back like he's actually doing something, but he's not. But, you know, is he actually checking out of the run?
I can't even really confirm that, man. He could
throw the ball a lot when Dak is playing. If they played the style of football they played with Cooper Rush in there with Dak, they would be a lot better, but they don't play that style of football. I don't understand it, but I would keep an eye on that.
Exactly. That's my biggest fear, man, because I can't stand Kellen Moore. That dude trash, in my opinion, man. You know, and to be honest, a lot of people give Mike McCarthy a lot of flack. You know, they say he's sorry.
Why did he run that play?
He the main reason we've been running the football, man. He basically was like, Kellen, dude, after week 1, let me see your playbook, man, because we need to run the ball, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the personnel on our team to be pass happy. We just don't have those guys no more. Yeah, and even when we did, when we got away from the run, that's when we started losing a lot of games and having an offensive problem. You know, so Mike McCarthy, he has taken over the playbook, you know, kind of leading Kellen Moore a little bit towards the run. But I'm afraid that he'll go back to that pass because they looking like, man, Dak got the money. We got to get him to, you know what I'm saying, throw the ball like
they want to see Dak like prove that he's worth the money, blah, blah, blah. But it don't really matter. Because the thing with Dak is he's kind of like Wentz a little bit. He hold on to the ball, get strip sacks, because he's trying to make a play, trying to run the ball. So, you know, it's a lot to that, man. You know, like I give Russell his credit because he was getting rid of the ball. Like he's like, okay, I'm not taking that hit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He's like, I'm getting rid of the rock. You know what I mean? And some of the passes he made he should just do it away. But you know,
y'all. I don't know what he was thinking about throwing those passes down the field, man.
Yeah. He like, rid of this shit.
But
surprised you don't like Kellen Moore, because isn't he as well a head coach candidate?
Man, I was hoping he was gonna get that job in Miami, bro. I want him out the building, man. Like that dude, I don't like him, man. Like
He got beat out by Logic.
yeah, man. I'm like, come on, man. I was praying for him to get that job because, I mean, I don't like the Joneses. They're doing exactly what they did with Jason Garrett. With I hope they don't go that far with him being a head coach for our team. But that'd be horrible. But
he married one of your cousins. It's a wrap, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's over with, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm waiting for was it Steven Jr. to start? When is he gonna start playing for the Cowboys? That's coming.
Hey, that dude's still in college, man. And hey, from what I know, he ain't that good of a quarterback anyway.
It's totally man. A couple years ago, I'm like, it's just high school guys. Come on,
shoot, he ain't even the best quarterback on their roster in Arkansas, I don't think. But yeah, man. Hey, I'm looking forward to seeing. Hopefully we stick to the run because Zeke was eating in that game, man. I was like in the third quarter, I was like, man, we might have a chance. But that's one thing I ask y'all. How you feel about those second half woes, man? Because it happened right on time. And when Lane Johnson came out,
hey, that goes to coaching though. Dan Quinn kind of knew, like, all right, they got a backup already at guard. Lane Johnson is out. Let's go ahead and apply pressure. And any defensive coordinator that understands the game would do that in their right mind, because you now have to either provide a tight end to double team on the right side of the line and let Mailata stay one-on-one, but then you're still putting that guard up. It's Dan Quinn knew exactly what he was doing. It definitely gave y'all the needed momentum. But as well, it's one of those, like, as soon as the magic number for y'all is 20, and as once we hit that 20 mark, the game was over regardless, because Cooper Rush hasn't been able to put up 20 or more points.
When y'all hit 26, I already knew it was over with. I said, it ain't no way, man. But I was still having that little hope. I said, okay, let's see if we can drive down the field. This last drive, we can go for a 2-point conversion. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? We went out there. When he threw that interception, I just went on ahead and turned off the TV after that.
At first, I thought they were trying to keep Jalen in the MVP race. You know, that's why they were being cute.
Yeah,
I think the NFL is calling them like, hey, man, y'all got to take third quarter off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because if the game's getting out of hand, Vegas is mad, blah, 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 you got to take the third quarter off. Y'all can't score all them points. And I think that's really happening, man, because all they had to do was come out and run the ball. No, they know no one can stop. And the game was over. One more touchdown was a wrap.
Oh,
yeah. They came out being cute again. I'm like, okay, something.
The game was too close to be. It was too close, man. Like, what? This is what I was talking to. I did a little round table with Bird Gang. Shout out to him. And I was like, with the weapons that y'all acquired, y'all need to be blowing teams out.
Like, NFL won't let us. They keep calling and say, "Hey, shut it down for a quarter."
Yeah, like
I think that goes to coaching though, because when you do play that aggressive, I'm an aggressive style coach. I want to basically have you bite the curb and I stomp your head type of defense. But what Nick is trying to do is, why be aggressive and risk injury when we can use our skill set and run a passive style defense and still get the same objective completed? I get it, because we haven't been hit with that injury bug.
You would think
about it, we haven't been hit with an injury bug.
Man. Anything, man. And then
they would run the ball then and just play the bend don't break type defense as they got the lead. But they're not doing that. They're doing cute shit. Like, it's crazy. Like, what? Like, I don't know, man. You gotta go look at the tape.
Yeah, I mean, this is how I feel, man. This is Dallas Cowboys. Y'all came to our house, and we didn't let up. You know what I'm saying? Now it's the other way around. If I was Nick Sirianni, I would be like, man, I am
tired for the first half. We're running the ball.
We are going to stomp them. You know what I'm saying?
Start the plane, Jerry. Start the plane. Yep.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, y'all got the win, and that's all that matters. That's all that everybody care about. But man, you want to stump. You want them to not even have hope. Like in the first half, I was like, okay, man, this game done. We about to
Oh,
get
they know.
it. And then when we came back, most of us walked away feeling okay. You know what I'm saying? You want your
That's what they wanted you. They don't want you to turn off the TV and all that kind of stuff. Man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I'm not saying conspiracy type thing, man, but it's obvious, bro. Like
I get what Will's saying because they did come out that following Monday and said that was the most watched Sunday night NBC football game.
Yeah,
So
since the first week game.
Because Vegas looking real bad with that money line. Like, hey,
it's not even that.
yo.
The NFL is probably looking at Bezos like, what the fuck, man? Because all the Thursday night games have been trash.
Yeah.
All of them, which is making me a little nervous about our Thursday night game against the Texans.
Oh,
But-
man.
I'm coming, bro. I'm be there.
I forgot about that game.
You coming to the game?
I'm coming, man. I got things to do down there. I got some couple business.
Whoa,
What-
whoa,
what
whoa,
game
whoa, whoa! It's in
Game in
Houston.
Philly?
So, Will,
in
you
Houston?
coming to Houston to the game?
H-Town, boy.
Okay.
Rap a lot records,
Hey,
man.
I used to live in Houston, man. I used to live out there in Katy.
This is breaking news. So
Rap a lot.
me
Coming to see
Will-
Mr. Jimmy.
and King Kincaid will be out here in H-Town
Oh, y'all
at
gonna
the
be in Houston.
Eagles Texans game. Well, I live here now, so I
you
just
live in
moved out here.
Okay,
So
what part, man? You stay out south or north? What you say?
I'm in Katy.
Oh yeah, I used to live in Katy, man. Off I-10. Off I-10.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey,
Man,
Hey,
it's nice
yeah,
out here.
yeah, it is, man. Cypress is nice too. I like
Traffic-
Cypress.
Out there.
Traffic a little
Hey,
different,
out
but-
there.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Fuck that.
where you going? Damn.
It's worse than Atlanta traffic.
Okay.
I used to live in Atlanta. I was stationed out there at Dobbins.
For
So,
real.
Yeah.
Man. Traffic people out here can't drive worth a damn, man.
Oh,
don't
so
care.
you was there when I-75 blew up.
No, I wasn't there when you talking about in the snowstorm.
No.
Oh.
When the crackhead lit up the
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Man.
you
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't on the damn highway then. I wish I was on 285 when that money truck.
I'm going to the Pink Pony. I see y'all there.
Right.
Strokers and Magic I'm going to. I'll be at the spot with
My
Pac-Man
homeboy.
Jones.
So y'all remember the picture of the dude that was taking a picture with the sheriff because he turned the money in?
Yeah.
That was my homeboy I played flag football with.
Man.
And all of us
They
hit
gave
him
him like
up and was
$500.
like, nigga, you should just
Should have never seen
lay,
you. Should have never
lay-
seen you.
lay low. Go to Follies and just, hey, let me get this in ones and then walk right out. You good.
That dude dumb, man.
Hey
But,
man,
you
let me
know, a lot of
let me
people
get
probably
101s.
yeah, but how much money they gave him? I think they gave him like what $300. They had some money in his hand and they gave it to. I was like, man, that dude crazy.
Right, he gonna smoke that shit right up too.
Well, everything I would have went on ahead and exchanged that money because you know that'd be like where the money, some of the money might be tagged. You know what I'm saying? Some of the
Yeah.
bills might
You
be
know,
like I would have exchanged. I would have went and be like, hey, can I get change for this 100? Matter of fact, hey, just go there and hit up every store. Let me get change, man. You know, so I would have made that happen.
Nino.
Hey, Coles, you're a Cowboys fan. So
Yeah.
let me ask you this. It's week 7. The trade deadline is coming up. What place would you like to see your Cowboys improve? Because y'all still have a shot as far as getting into the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be a wild card, if anything, now.
Yeah.
So what places do you see the Cowboys improving?
Man, I would love for us to I don't know how the rumor talk is with DJ Moore, but I would love for us to inquire him. I know we're not gonna do it though. But definitely getting another receiver. I like CD Lamb, but I feel like he still need a good complementary piece with him. You know what I'm saying? Just to put that pressure. Plus, you know, with the them drops, man. I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah,
You know,
number 2 receiver, man. He ain't number 1 yet, man.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I got more faith in Michael Gallup, you know what I'm saying, getting some of those catches than him, you know, and Michael Gallup is a solid number 2 wide receiver. Like, he's a deep threat.
I
CD
don't know because Bradbury had him strapped down, and Bradbury's not that quick.
Well, now one thing I did notice during the game, Bradbury, he was doing his thing, but they were picking on him a lot.
They were targeting him.
Yeah,
And
fucking with play. That's
what
why.
was weird was,
What
what was it? The ball where they threw to Gallup,
Yeah.
and Bradbury missed it, and so did Gallup, and
Straight
then
over
they
there licking his
immediately
lip pipe.
went back to the exact same play,
Mhm.
and that was the the touchdown that got called back because he was out of bounds.
Like Noah Brown. Yeah, Noah Brown had a good catch on him, but yeah, they got him with that.
He might be our sleeper out there as far as
No,
like
no,
hitting him.
no, but nice, man. No,
Noah
but
Brown's good. Let me tell you about Noah Brown, man. I wanted that dude off my team so many times, man. Dude been in our team for like what 4 years, and he always been that wide receiver. I'm like, man, why is he on the team? Like, what is he? He ain't doing nothing. And I had to eat a lot of crow this year, man, because he been balling, man. So I was like, hey,
yeah, he can ball. It's just that
oh, I guess it took him a while for him to, you know what I'm saying,
sometimes-
get there.
yeah, the quarterback don't throw the ball to certain guys. You know what I mean? Like certain guys just don't get the ball thrown to him. You're like, that dude's open.
Exactly. But the thing is, you know, him and Cooper Rush, you know, they played practice squad together, so they
Right.
built their, you know, their relationship. So there again, you know, hopefully Dak and him got that, you know, can build up some, you know, maybe Dak that'd be one of his favorite targets. So there's a lot of question marks when Dak coming back because Grant, I know he can, you know, get the job done. I've seen him play in great games. But with this type of, you know, offense, we have to be more reliant on the run. We can't be, you know what I'm saying, wanting to throw the ball all the time, you know.
Right, y'all run block is a lot
And
better.
y'all
than
got
y'all
two
pass
running
block.
backs to do it.
Yeah.
And you got two running backs, like Coach said. You got, and you can always run behind Zach Martin, you know. So you know that's that right there. So just I don't know, man. When Dak comes back, he gonna be trying to chase Allen for them. It's something about Dak and trying to throw the ball, prove that he can throw.
Oh man,
Bro, you all right at passing. You know what I mean? You're not damn
he ain't Patrick Mahomes. He ain't Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I be trying to tell people. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to beat them. You know,
don't gotta be that.
Tom Brady won 7 Super Bowls being a game manager. You know what I'm saying? That's all he did.
Throw the ball in.
He throw the ball downfield a bit more with Tampa, but when he was with the Patriots, it was dinking and dunking.
Brady take what you give him. That's just
running
what he
the
does.
ball.
You know what I mean? He don't do no more, nothing less. He like, you don't try to risk it. He like, I just throw it to him. And he always has a guy that he goes to.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly. So hopefully we be like, you know what I'm saying? Stick to that 12 personnel and run the ball. That I would love that because if y'all notice, man, we got two good rookie tight ends.
Oh,
man.
that dude. Who's that?
Yeah,
he broke somebody's ankles out there. I was like, oh,
it was Chauncey Gardner, man. He got Chauncey Gardner real good with that one, man. I was like,
his ankles, take him. You need to go to 10.
Oh, hey, Dalton Schultz, bro. Oh, he probably gonna be on the team next year. That dude, you know, he franchise tag. Man, we got these two rookie tight ends, man.
What happened to him? Y'all signed him to a deal. I'm like, was he really worth that? I mean, he didn't get a big deal.
I hated that we put that up.
That's sign. Yeah, that's like they wasted. Yeah, whatever his signing was, they might as well burn that money.
Exactly. Well, I'm saying, man.
Hey Cole, we appreciate you hopping on. I know it's kind of last minute, man. Hey, let the fans know where they can find you at, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Y'all can find me Cole's Cowboys on Twitter and YouTube. Appreciate y'all having me on, man.
Hey
man, appreciate it. You stay safe out there in Atlanta, man, because them cars be getting stolen and all that out there.
I'll be at home, bro.
You
stay safe out there, man.
Everyone strokers, you get the eye popped out in there.
Y'all be safe, man.
A body tap.
Damn, Will and strokers, bro.
All in strokers. Shit. So man, I've been the body tap in the floors just covered in money. I'm like, man, girls sitting around being all lazy, like, can't wait for these people to leave so we can count all this money on the floor. Pac-Man Jones over there just throwing money. Hey, man, somebody get this man. Damn, you messing up the game, homie.
I feel like
ruined the game
for another day, man.
Yeah.
Top strip clubs we've been to. But hey, so 6-0 in the bye week.
Woo.
We don't play until next week. So, do y'all think, with the little Halloween spirit, Howie might be concocting something over there? Is something brewing in his cauldron?
I'm always brewing. He got the headlines every now and then.
Is he scheming something? What's that French Montana song? He stays scheming. Hey. So, dude,
like Mr. Burns, he like, I gotta get you.
Potion, man. Tell me what you think.
Like I said, since our biggest, at least for me, our biggest weakness is special teams, I want a returner. You know who's nice? Callaway in New Orleans.
From New Orleans.
Yeah, he reminds me of Cordero Patterson. Just tall, he can make a cut, he can make a move, and he's where he's going, and he's got enough speed to do it. Covey's just too small. Like,
I can see that
to make a move. Or we grab a. Who was we had other than Jesse Bates? There was another safety. Peppers.
Jabril Peppers is another one. He's I think he's third or fourth string out there in New England.
Yeah,
I think he's familiar with the NFC East, so he played with all those boys out there with the Giants.
Yeah,
Jabril Peppers is fourth string.
Yeah, he's behind Devin McCourty and I can't remember who the other cat is. But then, like what Potion said with Callaway, with Michael Thomas coming back, he's going to be limited on playing time as a receiver because you're going to have Thomas, Olave. Olave is eating, bro. OSU is wide receiver you. Yep. And all them cats is eating right now. So I could see that one. What about you, Will? What you think how we got going on?
Man, he's okay. What I don't know is about the running back, the bigger dude we got. What's his name?
But
he might be saving him for something like towards the end of the season when it gets cold. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him, but he hasn't got the ball enough for us to actually evaluate him. So the coaches must be satisfied with what they got with him. So they're just waiting for when they really need him, when they're gonna run the ball when it gets cold, right? But I'm the special teams, man. The coverage has been good till this week, but I'm gonna give Turbin credit because he broke my ankles when I dropped the popcorn when he made that move. I was like, damn, man. So, but we need somebody to return the ball. And I think my man's going to return one, but it's going to be late in the season when nobody really cares against the team that's down. And, but right now, it's like, I'm like, man, just hold on to the ball, bro. Like, you're doing too much. Yeah, like it's
a pity touchdown.
Rager got one. Remember he ran that was against Green Bay though, but still Rager could return the ball. We know he could take it to the house. I don't know with this guy. I don't know. Like he's got the speed, but I seen him do a move and he should have just kept running. He would have got way more yards. Why are you cutting back, bro? All you did was
what game it was. I think it was the second or third game. He got mashed like back to back to back to back.
He didn't make the fair catch thing. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like,
but he did get hold on that one in the Arizona game though, too, though. So I think Covey has to adapt to the game because, of course, the NFL is going to be a little bit faster than compared to what he's accustomed to when he was at Utah. So I think that would come with time. But go ahead, Potion.
I think it come back to what you saying, like coming back to coaching. So like Michael Clay, special teams coach, like coaching, bro. Like, he's back there now. Like, okay. And it's so funny because they always bring up like, man, we got a lot of players coming in late and stuff like that. All right, it's week. We're at our bye week now. Like, it's week 7. If something's gonna, mesh or not, now's the time to figure it out. Like, we got 2 weeks. We should be at least averaging, 10, 15. 15's a lot. 10 yards, just get a first down. That's it. Just get a first down. Get us some short fields or in the motion of short fields. Give us that spark. Because it's going to matter once, wild card weekend, once first round comes through, first round by whatever it may be, we're going to need some short fields.
We saw a little bit more. There we go.
So, this is probably my conspiracy theory, but I believe the Philly organization does watch us on here, and they have been listening to the streets. Howie has, on the record, advised he has been listening to the streets.
How are you on the broadcast? You on the show?
I
Man?
think he understands we need to get to the quarterback. I think he understands we need to apply pressure to get to the quarterback. And I think Howie's probably gonna go reunite, man.
Birds. That'll be sweet.
That's my prediction right there. Think about it. We have 2 first-round picks. We hold the Saints pick, which is right now a top 10, and we hold our own pick, which is going to be a 32. Carolina right now really have no draft assets, which is why they're asking for like 2 to 3 to 4 first-round picks for McCaffrey. Regardless of them getting, an arm and a tater tot for Robbie Anderson. I think for Burns, a kid who's 24, still decent and young, we can give Carolina our 32nd pick and keep New Orleans pick. And then as well, I wouldn't be wrong with shipping off Dillard, and that would be the trade. I would tell Carolina straight up, I'll give y'all our first, which is the 32nd, and then I'll give y'all Andre Dillard. And we played all season without him so far because he's been on the IR.
They still want paper for him. They want paper for Dillard. They're like, hey.
Well, it's not that. Jack Driscoll is more beneficial to the organization because
they still want paper. They want paper for Dillard. They're like, Dillard's good. We showed y'all he's good. You need to pay for him. We're not giving him away. They're not. They already, because a bunch of teams inquired about him, but
you don't think Brian Burns is a fair trade, bro? You're bringing out an
no. I think so. What I'm saying is, I think so, but they're not going to budge on Dillard for anything less than like Burns or something like that. It's going to have to be a good player. Like even though he's not playing, he's still first round. He's a lot of
first round pick is going to come with something, and that's cool. Like, let's get something. Like, it's Howie. Howie's going to grease his dirty little fingers and get something out of it, and I'm gonna love it because
Howie's probably on the phone talking to shit Carolina, like, hey, y'all niggas don't got a pick right now. So
he's like, what do you want to do?
Right.
I'm offering you a pick, but if you want to go into the draft with no selections, then that's fine. But
where's the draft at?
Shit, that is a good question.
Where is it?
Yeah, where is it? Like, you can't go into the draft.
It could be in Vegas every year. Really
it could be. It should be.
ECG was good.
Any external event should be in Vegas, period.
Yeah.
As long as I got a football team, I would keep everything away from Vegas. Just because the track record right now is not so good. How many players have been arrested off of that football team?
Man, that's the Raiders, bro. That's just the Raiders, though. It's the Raiders.
Nah, Vegas is, think about it. Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl, they put it in Vegas, right? What happened? Alvin Kamara beat somebody ass at the damn casino.
Oh, yeah.
That happened anyway. He would be here doing bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's on him. Like, that's, hey, I mean.
Thought it was back in fight.
If I'm making $1 million, I don't got to fight. I'm like,
go home, bro. Go back to the room, bro. Like, you too rich.
Right, come on, man. You can't be beating on no drunk people, man, down here. Come on, man. You live in the weight room. Come on, bro.
Not even that. He can't even still healthy enough to play for the damn team that's paying him. Because as a fantasy owner, it sucks because I gotta constantly keep checking fantasy. Is Kamara healthy?
He won me a shit
for no reason. Why am I drafting Jonathan Taylor in the first round to be 1-5? I'm pretty sure I'm 1-5 now.
Ooh.
Bro, my team was so sweet pre-draft, post-draft. Jonathan Taylor goes out. Keenan Allen goes out. It was just a bunch of injuries, bro. It's a sick game we play, bro. Sick game.
I'm 4-2, and my lineup is nice, bro.
I'm undefeated in the one league, and then the other league, what the computer drafted, I made a few changes. That's what I do anyway. When I draft, that's why I know. I stack them up and let the computer take them. I don't I had to take the emotion out of it. I want AJ Brown, but is he really the best for my team? So
He is for mine.
right. Depends on what kind of league it is, So I just stack them up. I want to pick a quarterback this round, stack them, I move them, and I let them fall where they lay.
And then the league I'm in, we can play 2 quarterbacks at the same time. So Trevor Lawrence came in at the right clutch time. And Minnesota's defense against Miami, I did not expect those points to come from Minnesota, but I will take it.
2 quarterbacks is hard because
I had
not enough of them in the league that are good.
So it's a flex. So it can be a quarterback, it can be a tight end, a wide receiver, running back.
That's good.
So I have seen. I was tempted to get Taysom Hill because
he does everything.
You put him at tight end.
He barely plays unless he's basically a quarterback goes down.
That year he started, he was actually a tight end on the roster. So this girl took him and she was killing us in the league. I was like, oh man, how is he at tight end? I tried to put my other quarterback at tight end. I was like, why is this not working? Well, he's listed on the roster as tight end. That's why I got him. I was like, oh,
Birdman was good.
Bro, he do everything, bro.
Hey, it looked like you and ECG in the same boat, man. It looked like injuries.
I'm sure your team was looking real nice before week 1 because I know mine was.
I blocked all the injury-prone guys. I blocked them from being drafted. I don't want them. Like Odell, no.
First of all, Odell got to be on the team.
right. But just in general, he always gonna miss like 5-6 weeks. Like come on, man, or the rest of the season. So that's something you just gotta say, I can't take a chance on it, man. It's not worth it. Especially a running back. Oh my God, that's it. It's over. Both your running backs get hurt. Done deal.
It's done. Yeah, and it's so hard to run 2 good, solid running backs. Like you got to find one, and you got to
more and somebody like normally that dude would just be killing it for you. Yeah. You got to
handcuff one. Like it's a lot.
Right, you're not gonna get a good running back off the waiver wire. You know what I mean?
Now, with y'all bringing up running back, there has been a rumor of the Eagles being tied to going after Christian McCaffrey.
CMC.
I see.
Injuries, bro. It like as dynamic as he is, he just can't stay on the field.
Yeah, he ain't in Philly. It's cold, man.
Yeah, like Carolina.
What's the difference between Philly and Carolina? He's by the coast, though.
30 degrees.
Right.
Ice slipping on the ice and stuff. Like come on, man. I don't know, man. I just don't. He's injury prone. I can't.
He's on the only team in that division that doesn't either play in a dome or in hot temperature weather.
Right. So most of his games is in a nice place. You know what I mean? So like how can he? Yeah, he can't really.
And it's just him because like a perfect example of the opposite of that is Saquon. Okay, he's been injury prone. This season he's whipping ass. Like, I've seen CMC whip.
Yeah, ass. I stayed away from Saquon because of his injuries. Like I'm not exactly. No more.
Right. Yeah. So unless he balls out for another 2-3 years consistently, like I don't know how long his career is gonna be, and he gets one more, like nobody's gonna want to sign that contract.
No, he gonna be on a 1-year deal. Like what was my man from the Rams that was good?
Steven Jackson or Melvin Gordon.
Nah, the other kid, he was nice. He was just there like when we won the Super Bowl. They had him.
No, not Sonny. On the Rams.
He's not. He's not playing no more.
He got that big contract before Zeke got it. Yeah,
Todd
Gurley. Yeah,
he got it.
You know, that's crazy because I seen him in the club randomly, like the year he was balling out. Never seen him again. I don't know. Maybe I jinxed it.
Man, like he got hurt, the knee injury, and that was it, man. He's like gone.
But that's how
he robbed the Rams. So
is like you take one thing off, like wide receivers. You're not getting hit every single play. Running back, you either blocking, you getting audible to pick up the blitz, or you touching the ball. Very rarely are you not getting physically contacted, by some point, like on every single play. Like you got to be healthy. So as much as Miles is killing it right now, knock on wood, it would, behoove us to have somebody else. Boston is super reliable.
Yeah.
We got Kenny, and Kenny's finding his way in it. I wouldn't mind getting CMC, but not today's CMC. I would have got CMC a couple years ago.
Yeah, I want to see more. I want to see the big boy come in there and rush some people.
Yeah, I was about to say we got Sermon, man. I think
it is because the sneak is working. The sneak works every time, which I'm hot about because
Cowboys had
3 and that
11 in the box. We could go over top on them too.
Yeah, it gets real messy over there, and all it takes is one fat dude to land on somebody's ankle, and we're talking about 4 to 6 weeks. I want to play in those, but it works. I'm not mad at it, but I wish we would put Trey in there.
Yeah, but then as well,
they setting something up, man.
Jalen is
so good.
Jalen knows how to protect himself.
Mr. Six in the squad.
He's staying in the weight room. He ain't no punk when it comes to running the football. So he protects himself, but he doesn't do anything unnecessary. So
yeah, his decision making this year is, bro, way better, like miles ahead of what we thought it was going to be. It wasn't just, okay, can you pass? Two picks? That's it? Maybe one.
Two picks?
And one came back.
Total turnovers. Kenny's tip was the first one.
Kenny was the first one, and then the one to Zach Pascal that he forced. But I think the wind blew it. I think Jalen threw it in the right, but the wind blew it away, which ended up becoming a tip pick.
That was the Jacksonville game. Yeah, I mean, it was wet. Like something was going to happen at that.
Yeah, the Cardinals game, he had to give it back. It hit the ground. I remember that.
Two.
That was just a good play on the D-back. That was a play. If he would have made that was a good play. You know what I mean? Quarterback couldn't see him, and he came back leaning to catch it. Like, oh, where did he come from? But his decision making is good. His throws have been good. Everything's been good. I mean, for the most part, I'm telling y'all something about the third quarter. They telling the Eagles to dial it down. Dial it down. Stop it.
He said, "Bro, we got to get these."
We're gonna stick the refs on y'all.
Yeah, we got to get viewers in.
Find somebody missed next week. What do you want? Okay, they're telling you, man, because it doesn't make any sense for them to
look at the stats, man. Jalen Hurts
last week
was 15 for 25, which that's a little bit less than what he normally does. 155 yards, 6 yards per pass.
They didn't go
4 sacks for 23 yards. QBR 64 with a rating of 104. So, and then 2 passing touchdowns. One to Devontae. That was that one in the fourth quarter. And then you had the pass to AJ Brown off of the speed out or the speed drag route.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. But hey, look at this. 18 carries for 71 yards. And then Hurts, 9 carries for 27 yards. I think this is Jalen's first game with single-digit carries as a ball carrier.
Yeah. And I think, and it's funny because I think some of these were actually designed. Like, for sure, that super.
No,
it was third and
I know which one you're talking about, where they fucking went wide, and it was and then it was just a planned QB draw, which it works in that situation, like a third and super long. Most of his other ones are when the play breaks down, which is cool. Like, we got a quarterback that could do that, and he's not taking a sack. Very rarely does he need to throw it away because he knows what he could do with his feet. So, yeah, just in general, bro, ball security, decision-making, bro, A+ for the year so far. And it's so funny that they brought in QBR to so QBR is kind of like based on how you perform as a quarterback in a positive way, and rating kind of takes it. Okay, how many bad decisions did you not make? If you plus 100 on a rating, that's like really good. I think league average for QBR is like 50 or 60, something like that. It was goofy as 65 looks because he's had like 80s and 90 QBR games. He did what he needed to do. Pass the ball, 0 INTs. That's all I'm ever gonna care about. Is 0 INTs.
And short fields. That's why the yards.
A couple of missed opportunities. He tried to give the ball to Devontae after Devontae had cut Diggs, because Devontae was wide open, but Jalen, of course, was under duress. That was the TD that was missed. And then as well,
he overthrew. Was it AJ?
Yeah, he over on what was it, that third
Or
down?
was Zach Pascal? Yeah, he overthrew somebody. I can't remember.
Yeah.
That was AJ. He overthrew AJ on that one. So
But
it's a couple of missed opportunities out there that, like I said, this
That's just
bye
in-
week comes at the right time, man. They can work on that stuff.
those are just better
Because-
throws in the game, though, right? Sometimes, like Devontae dropping that one against Arizona, like he was wide open. Come on, like it just happens. You know what I mean? Sometimes it happens at the wrong time when you really need it, and then sometimes it doesn't really matter, right? So I think, there's a lot of things they can work on, Coach. I agree with you, but I know that if they want to run the ball, they can run the ball, and so far nobody can stop them. And
Nobody can stop. That's the biggest thing. Nobody can stop them. Like,
especially if they get 4th and 1, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
And you're really risking it too, because they're setting you up. They got so many 4th and 1, 3rd and 1s or whatever, and they just line up and push the pile. You saw the Cowboys; they had their whole defense inside of the in the tackle box. You know what I mean? They still got pushed up out of the way.
Dudes were offsides. Homeboy
Right,
Homeboy helmet was literally
Right.
beyond the ball, and they still couldn't stop it.
Right.
Yeah, we had like a free play that they called up, and I still don't get with the free play whether they're gonna call the play off or let it continue. I think they only do it with Aaron Rodgers because they know what he could do with it. But
As long as you don't touch anybody, you know what I mean? Or you're unabated, right? As long as you don't touch anybody. But the field was a short field too. A lot of times it's a turnover, so they didn't have to put up a lot of yards. They just had to score. So,
and then look at our receivers.
Mhm.
Hey, these are good numbers. Targeted 8 times for both for AJ and only 5 receptions. Now we already know what one of them targets was that little curl route that he dropped earlier in the game, but then he was able to recover from it. And then Devontae is 5 for 5.
Yeah.
And then Dallas Goedert 6 for 2. We got to get better on that one because I think they really want to run the defense through Goddard because he has been getting a lot of targets. Goddard right now is the leading tight end in receptions and yards after catch in the NFL.
Yeah, and that's why they need to get it. Like when we get stagnant or when we do want to get pass happy or something's not working, that should be like the most bread and butter play. Like send somebody up and send Goddard on something to stretch the field, horizontally, because we know he's gonna keep running. He's a way better route runner, or I won't say route runner, but yards after catch than Zach Ertz. Now I can see why we were so high on Dallas Goedert. The way it's damn near AJ Brown, at the tight end position. Like you got
he's 6'7". Yeah, his upside is incredible. Like when I saw him his college tape, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
He's making one-handed catches, like, ooh.
And he had nothing else to do out there at South Dakota because you in the sticks.
Play ball.
But lift weights and play ball.
Man, another thing I noticed that when we get up like that, they let teams hang all over our receivers, man. They don't call nothing. They're like, you know what I mean? You're up by 20. Stop complaining. I can tell you on to dial it down.
Straight up, go earn it.
Oh, yeah. They got to earn it. Like, they don't call no holding on the other team. They don't call nothing, bro. It's like
Edwards is so nice. Oh, my God.
Bro, he's going to – if he does not make the Pro Bowl or at least get the Pro Bowl recognition this year or be recognized for the Pro Bowl, because I think they're changing it this year. They're doing like a whole different format. They're bringing up the flag football and all that stuff.
Yeah,
I don't think they're necessarily going to be playing a game, but TJ Edwards needs to get that notoriety as far as, he's been balling out. He's been our leading tackle for almost every game. I want to say except for the Arizona game.
CD had 10 tackles at the Arizona game. But yeah, TJ's been number 1, number 2 for literally every single game.
Yeah, I mean, he balling, man. Balling right now.
But look at this. Your top 3 tacklers have been TJ Edwards, Kaiser, and Epps. Those are basically the dudes in the middle of the field. Normally, what you don't want to see is like your leading tackle being a safety. With the linebackers being your team leading tackles, and then Epps too, because Epps has been playing in the box. That shows that these boys are getting after the ball with that sense of urgency, man.
It's snappy. If it's like a short yardage or like a screen or something like that, he's on it. Like that first one he blew up, I think it was in Arizona. He decleated this fool from his cleats.
Oh, yeah, man. That man. And that's what he might not even be here right now. Like, dang.
Right.
When you come back.
So,
But yo, the balls on Gannon to even think of scheming it. Hey, I'm going to have Kaiser play CD in the slot in coverage.
Bro, Kaiser can move. Kaiser is probably he's as much spotlight as TJ gets for the numbers of tackles. Kaiser is all over the field. Like whether it's holding a block, shedding a block, or just occupying space, he's all over the place. Like he might be my favorite player on the defense, not just because unsung hero, bro. Like he's backing up, going back on coverage from week 1. He got the tip to Bradbury for the house. Like in the preseason game, when he got
the Jets game,
super aggressive, and that's what we need, bro. Not since we had like Trotter in them, have we had somebody that could just be as aggressive and as versatile as Kaiser White. So, and I hope he stays on the team as much as Sean as TJ's getting. We need to keep Kaiser for another year and see what happens.
Yeah, because he's on a 1-year contract, correct? He signed a 1-year deal. The same thing with Hassan. Hassan signed a 1-year deal, correct?
Everybody we brought in, like CD's on a 1 year, Hassan's on a 1 year.
No, CD has 1 more year after this year.
Oh yeah. We picked him up because they didn't have nobody paying. But yeah, Bradbury came in on a 1 year. Like all
Bradbury balling, bro.
Fell into our hand. How he's cleaned them up, man.
And we're gonna fall into that same issue we had in 2017, 2018. Win the Super Bowl, but we got too many guys to damn retain. So
we
got draft picks though. So
and that's kind of how you counteract that
which comes back to my Brian Burns deal, because at the end of the day, hey, BG's gonna be gone. So how do I already get an immediate impact? I've already had somebody on the opposite end that is familiar with the system already. So I don't have to, sacrifice a first round pick for an edge rusher. That can go to possibly a corner. I'm not a college football guy, but there's some decent corners out there. I would probably look at Alabama, Washington University. Those look like there's where the decent products are coming from. So I'm looking at realm. But no, if anything, I think my suggestion or my dream scenario is the Saints think it up to where we do fall with the number 1 pick.
It's gonna happen.
What's gonna happen is
them turning.
Howie's gonna trade that pick because the value has increased so much. You're gonna get assets out the yin yang, and that's gonna.
How he be dealing, boy. He's like, I got this first round pick, and I got 2 more out of these guys because they were desperate. He worked.
He's gonna openly let teams know, hey, we're shopping the number 1 pick because
number 1 for Sam Bradford, bro. Come on.
Everybody's gonna either want CJ or Bryce Young. So those teams that do need a quarterback, they're gonna ask, what do I need to do to get them? They know Philly's not drafting a quarterback, but the fact that how many teams need a quarterback? Seattle might call and be like, hey, how much what do y'all want for that first? Carolina's probably gonna call for sure.
AJ for a back. That's one thing. We want the leg press machine back.
Hey, New Orleans might back and be like, hey, what do y'all want for our original pick? Because Jameis might not be it for them.
Jameis is all right, but he hurt now, right? What's up with him?
And that's an issue. What that I've always been preaching. The best availability is being available.
Yeah.
Available out there stealing crab legs. But they're gonna need something. The league is different. And it's cool. Like this season in particular, we've seen the changing of the guard officially. Like now we're seeing all the old heads, pretty much all of them all suck. The ones that's left.
Well,
without Devontae.
Right.
They don't have nothing. That's the thing that the wells dry, bro. They like,
I'm back at home. But like now we seeing, okay, Jay Herbo is gonna, turn into the Jay Herbo we think he's gonna do or not. Patty's gonna be Patty. Jalen's playing at an MVP level. Now
Zach Smith is balling, bro. Like the Jets are our winning program now.
Jets are
going man. You got they got all the number 1 picks too. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, they thought it was over when he tweaked his knee trying to juke himself in our preseason game. But yeah, you're gonna need a quarterback in this league. It falls on who's taking the snaps,
and you need a coach that goes along with that quarterback. That's very important. So
shit, you see Sean Payton at I forgot what game he was just creeping at.
Probably the Cowboys game.
So far,
no, he want that. No, that's not his type of job, bro. He don't want
it. The Chargers. Shit, he was at.
He has to be in control. He ain't with Jerry and him. It's not gonna work.
Nah.
He's a Bill Parcells protege. He's not going to have the man. You saw Bill left. Bill's like, oh, this will be my last game. I'm out.
Yeah. Jerry just needs a robot.
Jerry, yeah.
Hey, could you imagine Cleveland calling and just like, hey, we fucked up. We're going to let Deshaun go and we'll give you Myles Garrett for that first. And you know what? Y'all don't got a corner. We'll throw in Denzel Ward. And that should be
fire sale, because that it's so funny because I never really understood it, until like I got older, and then you start looking at numbers and teams and how they manage stuff like that. Teams will literally blow up their whole roster just to start fresh or start over.
They're not gonna lose no money, man, because they profit sharing.
I feel bad for Denver. I feel bad for all my friends that are Denver fans.
John Elway gotta go, man. John Elway. Elway's the GM, right? Isn't Elway the GM?
Man, he thought he's looking.
I think he's a president. I'm not sure if he's the GM. I think George. I think Lynch. John Lynch is the only ex-player that's a GM.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can, and that's a situation where it could go either way. You either look like a genius bringing in Russell Wilson, or you make Russell Wilson look wild by kicking 62-yard field goals instead of going for it on 4th down. Like, come on.
That's the coach. Who's the coach?
It's a rookie coach, though.
Who's the coach?
Oscar's question. Oscar makes a great point. Quez still play for us? Quez, he does. What's crazy is though that he moves people because they gotta respect his 99 speed. Like, he's gonna get attention. If he doesn't, then it's gonna turn into for the shot. What was it? Week 2 or week 3?
The Minnesota game where he got the 53-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
So
he's over.
Yeah, he's gonna control the field, and it's cool that we have somebody that the defense has to respect because he's so fast. Now that speed kind of goes away in the red zone because you can't run that far. But the fact he still is gonna get that respect, he's gonna play for us in a way, which is 1 target, 2 targets. Hopefully we figure it out where we can go back to what we was doing, taking shots over the top. Because it's cool because like our explosive plays we're number 1 in explosive plays, but they're really yak. It's like Goddard catching 10, 15 yards and then running 20 yards, or AJ doing the same thing. So
you get body
field because everybody needs to stay over the top because Quez is going to put his hands on it if you even hesitate a second. So he still plays. He's just not getting no action.
I think Quez has been negatively impacted by AJ Brown because now a lot of teams we are going to play are going to set up their secondary to where they're not giving up big plays and over the top.
Yeah.
Because the one he did get in Minnesota, he got that off the miscommunication.
Yeah.
They were in a cover 4, so that safety was supposed to stay back. So
Quez is Zach or Quez? Are they like interchangeable? Like
I think Goddard is your 3, man. As far as when it comes to your wide receiver options, it's gonna go AJ, Devontae, Dallas.
That's in the pass progression, But like as far as the 3rd wide receiver, so who's it? Zach or is it?
I don't think it's I think it's Zach.
I think
Zach has been on the field a lot more. Zach has been utilized more for blocking, but Zach can line up in the backfield. and be used on like third and short because of his catching ability. He's not going to drop it or anything like that. It's for sure hands. So he tried the little deal out there at kick return and punt return. I think they're trying to find ways as far as, using him, his speed, but there's not enough room at the table right now because everybody else is there. You're trying to squeeze.
Yeah. And
receivers. Like, when's the last time 3 receivers had, 750 or, 1,000, something like that? Like, a regular team doesn't need 3. It's nice to have 3. And we got 3. The third just happens to be a tight end. But, Zach can block better. And I think he's a little bit tougher because, like, the catches that he did have, they were damn near in the flat. He can go up. He can box.
He's a 50-50 ball guy, too.
Screen or it's over the top.
So when you bring Quez in as the 4th, it kind of keys the defense like, oh, they bring Quez in. Watch that shit. You know what I mean? If he stayed on the field more as the 3, then he would get more plays up, because he's already on the field. So it's like when you bring him in for the 4th, you're looking for, it's an up top play for the most part, or it's deception. It's one or the other, right? So either they're not really going to go up top on this, they're trying to fake us out. But most teams, they're not really. The Eagles can do whatever they want to do, so they don't need to stretch you because they can just kill you with the little short shit. And you already seen it. Like they showed you against Parsons, who is a damn good defensive player, right? They put the sticks to him. Like I said, if you see a defensive end stop on a play, he's confused, man. He's like, what the fuck?
That's we know.
Right? He's like, they got me.
But I think that's what the coach is doing during this bye week. They, like I said, they probably gave the players a week off to let them decompress and relax, spend time with their families. But all the coaches are probably getting together and then reevaluating. Hey, so this is what everything is looking like.
Yeah.
What do we need to change to get guys like Quez open? What do we need? Do we need to go back to being a run-heavy offense to open up the pass because this is how teams are playing AJ and Devontae. So I hope they don't dig that deep till they change the whole defense or offense.
Rico.
I hope they change the defense a little bit more just to be, like I said, aggressive on the front. Not necessarily blitz. I'm all for that. But I get what Gann is doing, so it's more of the let me see stunts, man.
Yeah.
Let me see stunts. You're playing this penny defense 5-1 is style. Be creative with it, show different schemes because like we all saw the video of Kelsey knocking the head off Lawrence, but Lawrence was stunning inside and Kelsey saw it. So if Kelsey never paid attention to that, that could have been a potential. We never known what the product of that play was, and it would have been good for Dallas. So you have to disguise something as far as how is the offense blocking against the defensive scheme I have, and how can I confuse the offensive line to open up Hassan, to open up Sweat or TJ. I don't think Jordan Davis is going to be a sack monster. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to do and stop the run and stuff it up. So, like I said, base your stunts off of him, man. He's going to get tripled and double teamed. Let him take the 3 bodies. That's freeing up somebody to get through a gap, man. But it's all on how can you disguise that.
Yeah.
And I think they're looking and talking and trying to come up with a plan because Pittsburgh, they're not doing well. They're not sure who the quarterback is. But at the end of the day, you got Minkah Fitzpatrick, TJ Watt is out, but that defense is somewhat solid. And then that boy Kenny Pickett is not no sleeper. But as well, you can't sleep on Pittsburgh.
Mike Tomlin is still there. You still got to respect it.
Yeah, I respect him, man. He's going to have them guys ready to play. But the Eagles, I think, all they really need to do, man. And as the weather gets colder, they're gonna get to running the ball. You know they are. They're gonna kill you with the run game, and that pass is going to be open, bro. It's just going to be like it's. I mean, I was waiting for the Dallas game. I was like, they're gonna run the ball in the third quarter and kill these guys, get them off, get the plane started up. But like I said, Godell called and was like, hey, stop it, Eagles, damn it.
And yeah, that's what they got.
We'll lose all our viewers.
I think Goodell's worried about more of the things than the Eagles right now. He's focused on DC.
He's got a guy for that.
And calling Dan, Dan, what the fuck are you doing? Come on, man.
Don't feel that.
Can I have a week of not getting a phone call by you?
No, I mean, they already know about that. He's
he got the Robert Kraft tape. He got the Deflategate ball. He got all types of shit, bro.
Yeah, Kraft can take care of his own. Make that shit go away, guys, and it just does.
The bounty gate and everything, man.
Yeah, he got proof of all that, bro. Dan Snyder's a slithery snake, and that's why he's
exactly. My man was selling expired food at the game from the airline. I don't know about it. Go Google that shit. So he owns what he does is he owns the catering stuff for the airline to provide the food on the planes and all that. He was selling the expired stuff there at the game. Yeah.
Bro, half off clearance.
What? This is just kind of green. Green cheese. It's St. Patrick's, get the fuck out of here, man.
He's sick. He's Dan Snyder.
Yeah, he's slime.
It is what it is.
Bump. So they in the basement, bro. What the fuck?
Hey, they got shit to worry about.
Giants kind of balling a little bit too. I mean, I like to see the
NFC East. It used to be the NFC least.
East coming back. So I like that, man. I like that. I like the Giants to be with us too, man. It's a real rivalry right there. Yeah. The Cowboys not the real rivalry, right? Like not really. They're not the true. The Giants and the Eagles is the
lately.
Yeah. This is like lately, yeah. But it's not really been a rivalry for us in our lifetime. So we always been kicking their ass. But for like the fans watching, like the Miracles in the Meadowlands and all, there's always been good games. And when the Giants are good, no matter what, we fuck them up. So,
let me ask y'all this, because we don't see the Giants until December. Them being 5-1, they've came back against Lamar Jackson. As I don't know what's up, the Ravens giving up these ridiculous leads, but they beat the Ravens. Coach Brian Daboll has somehow made Daniel Jones look like a quarterback. But that goes back to what he did with Josh Allen. Should we be concerned about the Giants?
No,
hell no. I mean,
haven't scored more than 27 points all season. Let's see, 20, 23, 19, 21. Like that, I think it's just their record. Their record looks good, but the Titans suck. The Panthers suck. Cowboys, they lost that game. It was close. The Bears suck. The Packers suck, which is crazy. And now the Ravens suck. So they found ways to win, but I still think they fluke, bro. Like they haven't blown nobody out. They don't control games. It's really Saquon. Their receivers are little.
Yeah, Galladay, what the hell, bro?
They got us the D line, and that's probably our line's gonna whoop their ass. But like their defense is coming together. But Daniel Jones is the original Cooper Rush. Like he plays like a game manager. He can run and he can throw a ball. It doesn't look pretty
if he's comfortable.
His decision, if he's comfortable. Right. So that's why we got to bring the blitz, or just send another hat down there. Because once you get him shaky, he's turning into Cooper Rush. He's gonna make an errant throw. He doesn't have the arm strength to send the ball even when he's about to get hit. That's how CD got Cooper Rush's last pick. But I think they fluke, bro. Their record just looks the most sus out of everybody.
They can beat you. They can beat us if we play bad like we did last year. We just play fucking bad. Like everybody. Great Wars dropping touchdowns.
We do that so terribly. So we play bad.
Right, just bad, right? They can beat you, but they're not on the same level as us. Like if they get in a situation where they have to throw the ball to come back, it's a wrap. That's the problem with these teams like Dallas. if you have to throw the ball to beat us, it's a done deal, bro. It's not going to happen. Now Slade back there licking his lips and shit, getting excited. I got more people to give balls to. Come on, man. Like, hey, man, you don't want to, because the one side of the field is off. Like wherever Slade's at, you're not throwing the ball over there. Not in crunch time, because he done his homework. He's like, okay, here it comes, guys. And you can tell when there's that play where he diagnosed, oh, this is it. I'm getting the interception. Gone.
And what's even crazy is that Bradbury has a better like average, like just as a defender than Slade, but Slade's the big name that you go get. So now, okay, Brad's gonna, they're gonna have each other's weeks, but
they're gonna stop. They're gonna stop. The Cowboys went to the tight ends. They was like, this shit ain't working, man. Like Bradbury, I don't know. And the Giants, he wasn't shit, but now they probably thought they was gonna get someone. Nope, it's not happening.
So,
and Mark Berg got the
said you shut down the run and you beat the Giants. Yeah, because Saquon hasn't faced no big old 6'8", 320 something pound Grizzly.
The line still sucked. The Giants. Let's get that correct. Line is not good. Like they didn't get a better offensive line. That's why they started to win.
No, it's literally just Saquon. It's
Saquon is healthy, and he was doing the first year he was there. They're winning because Saquon is healthy. So that's not gonna happen against good teams with the front. Because Saquon has got that thing kind of like Zeke. He gets a couple steps, and you're like, damn, this big motherfucker's fast. Like you don't but it takes him a couple of seconds to get going. But Saquon, once he's out in that, he's really hard to bring down, man, because he's fast. You know what I mean? Same thing with Zeke. Zeke can move once he gets moving, but in the beginning, he's not really going to hit the hole real hard. He's going to try to get through there and then get a leg on you, so.
But Zeke can beat you with straight physicality. Saquon is more of a finesse back because he can make himself small and squeeze between smaller gaps as a running back.
Yeah, so, I agree with you on that one. Yep. Yeah, he can. He got more moves than Zeke. Zeke's going to beat you to the outside, and then you're going to be like, oh, wait a minute. Can't catch this motherfucker. Yeah.
Like what Mark was saying, when we do play the Giants, the biggest thing is going to be the linebackers and the secondary is going to have to be disciplined and not over pursue. That's what's going to hurt us. If they over pursue, you're opening up now that cutback lane for a lot of these running backs. That's what hurt when Zeke scored. It wasn't an over pursue, but Kayvon Wallace didn't fill that gap like he was supposed to. Yeah. And it allowed Zeke to basically and then cut right up and run straight to the pylon.
But the Giants, same thing. By halftime, it'll be over. It's up to the Eagles to let them back in the game. If they come out and run the ball, when do we play them?
December. First week in
I think it's
we're gonna be running the rock, man. And then they're gonna probably take a couple of L's and stuff. So I don't think they're gonna be in the picture. You know what I mean? Like I really don't. I mean, they're playing good football, but they're also playing teams that allow them to get back in the game. So I don't see them continuing that streak for long. It's the same with the Cowboys. They were able to squeak out a few wins. Now that Mike has been their whole defensive scheme has been exposed, or here's the blueprint to beat these guys, and so that's teams are going to take advantage of that. It's NFL stands not for long. So
Dallas could possibly drop out of the playoff fight.
They got to worry about staying in the hunt instead of worrying about when we play you again.
What we doing?
Are you replaying you guys again when it means something, or does it, So that's true. I agree with you on that. They got to stay in the hunt because. Like I said, I don't think Cowboy fans realize that we showed everybody else this is what you do with Micah. So because D-Law ain't shit.
Surgical.
Right. And all them other guys that we getting credit like Diggs and all that, he ain't covering nobody. You know what I mean? Like Diggs is nice, but he ain't covering nobody for Devontae and AJ were killing him. So
he's just running routes for the shitty route runners out there. But you have somebody who could cut and put their foot in the ground like what we got, like don't worry, bro. Just shade me. You'll be all right. Don't worry about it.
All right. So I got 3 more quick topics, and then I'll let y'all fellas go enjoy the rest of y'all day. The one, how the hell did homeboy get on the football field to run on the field with the team Sunday?
Man had the VIP package.
Bro, how did he sneak past security off-duty cops that are working the
You got the
event.
clip?
You never seen
No,
the clip.
I ain't seen it, man. I ain't seen it, man. I didn't see
So-
it. Y'all, I've been here working.
Paint the picture.
So they're for anybody who hasn't been on any type of social media outlet or
XLR
paying
cable.
attention.
Right.
So there is a Philly fan who somehow bypassed all levels of security. That's a whole different
I mean, I was on the
concern on another level.
Parade.
and was able to run on the field with the players during introduction. So if y'all see the clip, there's the Eagles.
Make it till you make it.
There's the Eagles running on the field, and there's a fan in full Philly like Eagles
He's
not
fine in locker gear.
uniform,
I
but
thought it
in
was
the-
Make-A-Wish.
and a t-shirt jeans, but he's waving a towel running on the field. I thought he was like a team employee
Hype
or
man,
something like
something.
that.
He was a
So is Jay.
He was a fan.
I'm looking for the video, so I don't
Hey,
know
man,
the
listen.
depths of the internet, but
He probably
It's-
looked like somebody and nobody questioned it, man. That's why you gotta that's
he fucked it up though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him an A+ for the run. Like he didn't trip, he didn't fall, he didn't run into nobody. He was dead in the middle of like 10 players. But as soon as he ran out, he looked at the crowd, gave the thing, and then literally the next clip you see him getting arrested and getting escorted off the field.
y'all go they'll be like, Will's on the float with the players. How do you get on there?
That
Hey,
was
he looked the part. He played the part, and boy, hold
Worth
on.
it? completely
See,
worth it to get 86.
Keep talking to Chris Long and you'll get on there. Like don't lose focus. Don't look around like this, then get that. Is he
Know where
supposed to
you
be
going.
here? Yeah. You
Hold
know
on,
where you're going.
I got it. I'm about to.
Oh, he got the clip.
And then when
It's
the players run by, you just run out. Like, Chris, I'll be right back.
I forgot who said something. Yeah, Quez or somebody. He was like, "Yeah, I thought he was. I don't know
No,
how."
I thought he was. Yeah.
he was us.
It's
Like,
like,
somebody's nephew, man.
it said, I was wondering who that was.
Make-A-Wish kid, man.
Hey, man, I've made my own, not press pass, but the floor badge at the summer league and walked down the joint. I was sitting at the Magic one time talking about something I don't know, but hey,
All right,
nobody
can
checked it.
Can y'all see the video?
Yeah.
Bro. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bro,
Whoa.
in the mix.
He was lit.
Look at Big Guy. Who's in there?
Bro.
Hey, man,
He was in the mix, bro.
he said adapt and get to it.
He ran out there like he looked the part.
Looked the part,
You-
man. He
you
looked like he was part of the staff or one of the workers. Like he just looked the part, man. Nobody questioned. Now, if it would have been one of us, they'd be like, stop.
He did
Let
it
me
right,
see if
right,
you're
right.
working.
Yeah, he did it right.
You're banned from the stadium, the state. You're never coming here again.
No, now remember now what a lot of these programs are doing. So if he gets banned from the link, he's banned from Citizen Bank and I was about to say the Wachovia Center. The
Yeah,
Wells Fargo.
I gave you some gear, man. Gave me
Give him some gear, bro. Come on.
yeah, send him up to the suite and shit. Let him get lit. And next time, man, just come here. Don't you don't gotta go out in the field. We'll let you go up to the
Yeah,
suite.
just give him some chicken fingers. Like, it'll be
Yeah,
fine.
they got all you can eat up in the suite, man.
Afford that,
You know, and the bathroom. So
All right. Next question I got for y'all fellas. All right, this is kind of like outside the Eagles. All right. The NBA season finally kicked off yesterday. You had 2 games that were televised. The Sixers versus the Celtics. And then you had Golden State getting those ridiculous championship rings
Chunky.
playing the Lakers. So where do y'all thoughts on the Sixers performance yesterday if y'all did watch the game? And then how y'all feel about the NBA season started?
Finally, about time. We need something, especially with all the. It's funny. It didn't feel like NBA ever went anywhere because there were so many controversies during the summer.
it's so fast, man. Like, their off season is short.
Yeah, it was a lot of shit going on. Like, so it didn't feel like it ever went away, and that's how it looked like with the winners from yesterday. It looked like Boston was still in the finals. It looked like Golden State was still in the finals. PJ Tucker, 33 minutes, 6 points, and he's starting. Now, I know he's not there to,
I can do that. I'm better than
Nah,
that.
he's not there for points.
Right.
PJ is strictly there to play defense.
or rebound, like, and then so you better play some defense then. Like, they shouldn't be up by a dub.
You gotta hit the boards or something, bro.
And like,
Or rebound.
Nah, bro, that third quarter was probably the sloppiest I've seen him. Like, Embiid was lethargically going up the court and just throwing like half-fast passes. And they were
He had a
getting
ball. He had a ball this weekend.
I was waiting for Boston to get pretty and start throwing the ball off the backboard, and either Jaylen Brown or Tatum just start getting busy out there.
House. He went by Bryce Harper's house as the game. And B was hurting. He had some cheeseburgers and some drinks, and he was hurting. So
Nah, Embiid does not look like somebody. Yesterday, he didn't look like you would never thought he was an MVP runner-up.
He turns it on when he wants to. It's
man.
James Harden, though.
Shit.
The fourth in garbage time, he mixed the shit out of I think it was Grant or somebody like that. Knew exactly what he did. Post up, brought the ball to the right, Euro to the left, like easy, like too easy. And then you see him in the third or like late second quarter, bro's passing it with one hand. I'm like, come on. Do you care or do you not care?
And then Harden looked like he's back to prime Harden because he was cooking. Him and Maxey were cooking yesterday.
To be Black Santa Claus around this motherfucker.
But Embiid got to be dominant if these boys need to, contend because.
And it's crazy because
you gotta look at it from his perspective though. P. He fucking did everything he could last year, and they snuffed him for the MVP. So he probably like, I'm not going all out until the playoff time. You know what I mean? Like game one, he's probably like, I'm not.
No, you can't have that mindset because at the end of the day, you need to have that number one seed in the playoffs. Because unlike the Phillies, you need that home field advantage or that home court advantage, that game one. That sets the tone. And then especially if it's a series that goes to a game 7, at least now you got that home court advantage to where you want the fans to at least affect the home or the away team. That's the whole purpose. You feed off the energy of the fans.
Yeah. But I know what you mean. Like this Boston too, like, and as fans, we like, yo, motherfucker, if you can't get up for the Celtics, what the fuck?
Boston just scary.
Fuck Boston.
Fuck Boston. They're just waiting.
Right. Whack ass. Right. But they're irritating, you know what I mean? Like, man. So
Hey, so one game lost to Boston. The Sixers got 3. They got 3 more left. So they'll be fine. But Boston looked like they're banging on all cylinders. It don't matter who's the head coach. Nia Long, Maya Moore, whoever. Boston, they don't need no coach. Them boys are out there doing exactly what they did last season.
Moving the ball.
I saw Embiid at every game. He was partying his ass off this weekend. So I'm gonna give him okay. He isn't ready to start the season because,
they're just gonna.
I know he went over Bryce Harper house. I think they was going hard. So.
And then I think this is the first pod we've had since the Phillies have been in the playoffs. Bro, it's something about baseball. They get these games knocked out like quick.
Yeah, they don't play, man. They don't mess around. They don't. It's the day game because you'd be like, what the fuck they played?
Yeah, I was at work, and then my office partner was like, "Did you see the computer?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "They got the game on." So I'm thinking, "Oh, the computer's showing notifications." I'm looking the scores 4-2 Phillies. I said, "What the fuck? It's 1 o'clock. Why they playing already? Don't they know other people were at work?"
Right. It's on the West Coast, so you're like, it's gonna start like
I'm fine with it being a late game on it.
Yeah, come on at 10 o'clock on the East Coast. You're like, okay, that's what normally happens, but not no more. Not they like buckets. Play them at 10:30 in the morning. What? Because I didn't even see the St. Louis series. I'm like, that shit's fucking over. I'm glad we won because I didn't know fucking we were playing. Shit, it was over. It was
like, I watched the St. Louis series. I watched the Brave series, and I didn't watch last night's game because I was watching the Sixers. But it was nice for Kyle to finally get a home run in the postseason, which is good.
Yeah, wake up.
But will the Padres and the Phillies road to the Natty? Because right now it's a 1-1 series. All right, they just lost today 8-5, and they head back to Philly for 2 games. So, and remember, the Padres are without Fernando Tatis because of what was the suspension for? But the only people in that lineup that scare me is Juan Soto and Manny Machado. But our bats should be able to out-bat them. It's just San Diego honestly got a better bullpen than we do, in my opinion.
But starters, I mean, look at how the rotation set up, right? Who started today? You know,
it was Blake Snell and Nola, and
so-
Nola played Sunday, so he only had a 2 days rest.
Yeah, so I think he was trying to see if they could, you know, go ham on him and knock him out. But I think he was really just setting his rotation up for when they come home and take all 3 games and be done with it, and not go back to the West Coast. Because in our park, it's going to be rocking. Huh?
It's 2-3-2.
I believe so.
Yeah, it's 2-3-2. Yeah, it's 2-3-2.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, so I said Phillies in 5, man. I think that we take them. I got to see what Rob, how his rotation looks, you know, going down like stretch. But I'm pretty sure he set it up. Like today, he kind of dialed it back, and just like they did with the Braves, we kind of gave that game up. We could have took that one. We could have won today too. But I think that, you know, going down the stretch, he's going to punch him in the mouth and knock him out.
Hey, selfishly, I want the Phillies to win because the Astros are going to beat Astros are going to beat the Yankees.
Yeah,
and selfishly, I could go catch me a game.
I'm trying to see my man Harper. I need to do some Mr. October shit. Reggie Jackson, it's your time, bro. Do it. He's doing it. He came off the injury thing. Now you can tell he's back, bro.
He's balling, bro. He had a knock today.
Yeah. Is it a game he hasn't had a knock?
he's feeling it. He's back in rhythm. That's the thing now. Once Bryce get it clicking, as long as you can get people on the bags, Bryce is going to find a way to bring them boys home.
Yeah, Bryce don't play, man. Bryce is hot. And I said, can we get hot? And I think Reese is heating up a little bit. I don't see them. Nobody can outbat us in October, bro. I think we just going to man.
Cousin Carl, bro, with the comment.
What up?
Back of the Lee's Liquor.
Carl. Yeah.
Well, Carl a little late to the show because
where you been? Late, motherfucker.
Late, bro.
Sick boy.
But hey, before we hop off, y'all
Carl's
got anything?
I think Carl won the Eagles.
Any cops of the week? Any last words?
Man,
I got cops, man, but I got nothing in the room to run and get. So
yeah, I ain't buying nothing. I'm stacking for when we go back to the bar in 2 weeks. Then we could go celebrate. But yeah, it's just gonna be some Phillies ball until we win the bye. Any team that's played in the bye week has always won 100% of the time. So that's always nice.
Now I saw Carl. You asked where I was.
I was looking out for Will. But yeah, we chilling, man, until we play Pittsburgh and we keep the train rolling.
What about you, Will? You got anything?
I ain't got nothing right here. I got stuff.
I said, any last thoughts?
Yeah, man. I think it's the bye week, man. Looking at the schedule, I don't really see. Of course, we could always lose a game, but I see us not going undefeated because we shut it down. Because I don't think the Giants and the Cowboys are going to keep up this pace, right? Because they're just Cowboys, and the Giants are playing above their head right now. So I think the Eagles are good on that. We could lose to Pittsburgh because, they seem to beat us when we're undefeated. So it happened last time, right? So, but we usually is the game in Pittsburgh or is it in Philly? In Philly, we own them. So if it's in Pittsburgh,
I want to say it's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it ain't Heinz though. It's whatever they call it now.
Whatever. Who cares? Anyway, who gives a fuck about this? It's by the rivers You know, it's cold at that motherfucker, but it's not cold when we play them. So
Oh,
I think we handled them.
Set the link.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is.
they're like,
Oh, that's the
yeah,
dub.
it's a
That's a
dub.
dub.
It's a dub, man. It's a
That's the
dub.
dub.
I don't think they ever beat us at the Link or the Vet, so it's
Yeah.
a dub. I think we're good to go, man. I think we just got to keep the pace. The Phillies, I think we're gonna be world champs. I don't see nobody out batting us. Like I said, in the Sixers, man, it's a long season. Harden looks good, man. So, you know, Embiid, he's 7 foot. Ain't nobody gonna tell that man to work out. And he's probably like, my back fucking hurts all this fucking time, man. So, you know, you know what it's like to be 7 foot, you know. So it's like that type of shit. So I
Doc
think we're
Rivers
gonna be
got
all
to
right.
figure it out, bro. Coach got to figure it out.
Doc needs to go. But anyway, that's you know, everybody stay up. Don't do nothing stupid over the bye. You know what I mean? So we want to see. This is a world championship year. Book your flights. Book your hotel rooms. It's going down. That tailgate that I missed, epic
Right, yeah,
tailgate too.
back.
Coming back to back. It's coming back. So
Imagine that. I'll say.
Well, I'm gonna let y'all fellas go because y'all 2 hours behind me, and it's getting close to my bedtime, man.
Game time now.
bedtime.
But-
What the fuck is that?
Hey, bro, I got an hour commute to work because of
Oh
traffic.
yeah, man. I forgot, man. You still hitting it. You hitting it hard. I know.
I gotta make sure I get up at a reasonable time, do what I'm supposed to, and if I'm not on the road by a certain time, I'm not at the office by 9.
Yeah, it's gonna be done for you.
But I appreciate everybody hopping in the chat. Definitely was live. Appreciate Cole's Cowboy for hopping in the chat as well.
Yeah.
Good dude.
But hopefully the whole crew should be back on next weekend or next Wednesday, next week. We'll see. But we'll talk and see if we do something out here Thursday post game, since it's gonna be 3 out of the 6 Swoop Boys in the Houston area.
Out there, man. I didn't even know it was in Houston.
You need to go. You need to go. They
I'm
out.
trying to see what that's like.
You go with me. I'm listen. The dog got fucked up in the Arizona trip, so I just made a decision that I wasn't trying to force that shit.
Yeah, we might do.
Houston, somebody gonna take care of his ass. I'm going that motherfucker regardless.
Where you at, Will? You on the bird side? Yeah, you on second level, first level?
I ain't got my ticket yet. I'm going.
I'm in the bird. So me and King on the bird side. We're in section 121.
So you can get your ticket with me, P, and we'll figure. Are you on 121? 131. What'd you say?
I'm 121.
All right, we'll be somewhere around. You might not want one that's too close because it's gonna be some commotion and shit. You might get banned from that motherfucker.
That's how it happened in
I'm coming in there like this.
Ticket holders, they were just flaky. I was like, nah, sorry. You shouldn't be on the bird side. Anyway. You shouldn't be on the side.
Well, hey everybody, that's Swoop Scott Podcast. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. Till then,
Yeah.
fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Boy, you know how we do this. Smitty up the bill, Booby on the wheel. Jalen and AJ think how we put it still. Fight, Eagles, fight. Oh, you know we gon' do that. BG, big player, Bonte, Bradbury, pick 6 in the bag. Boy, sweaty on the line, flash that with him. Boy, the Kobe gon' get him, constant, hit him. Boy, and my dog, big as my lot of switching names up. Should be Philly, got it sold up, bro. Why balls? Boy,